Just getting things set up over here. Hello, hello. Just having a little coffee while I'm waiting for the family. For those of you that are just joining, I'm Uncle Glenn. And hi, Jill. Grandma D, hello, Kay. I'm Uncle Glenn, for those of you that are new here. And this is Farm to Table to Soul. We're on episode 14, I think it is, or 13. And we've been jumping around. We've been going from outside, where it's been nice and warm lately, to today, where it's freezing out. I mean, literally freezing. It is so cold over here. And I was going to go out anyway and just do this, but I didn't really. I have some new seedlings that I have some new plants that I really don't want to put into shock by bringing them outside. I mean, I'm cold enough, but I figured let me do this inside today and just have a little chit chat with you. You woke up and there was snow on the ground, Selma, in southern Ontario, huh? Yeah, well, we didn't get any snow. They said we might tonight, just a dusting, but, it's just been so back and forth and back and forth. Hello, Kathy Smith, how are you? I see you flashing on my board here. But anyway, thank you for support. Thank you for the heart me. Those are really important. The heart me. So for those of you that are just coming in, this is Farm to Table to Soul. The farm part is just Uncle Glenn's garden. It's not no big farm with acres of land and chickens and goats and cows. I don't have none of that. I got a bunch of ambulances and motorcycles and police cars, sirens. You're going to hear it all around here. All right. So it's anything but, a nice farm. You would think peaceful. No. Just Uncle Glenn's garden. He does his little plants. I'm started this year from seeds, which is why I'm sitting here inside so that we can show you some of the transplanting that's going to be going on today. But we've been outside getting the soil prepared, getting everything ready for our harvest season and for our actual planting. And the first planting is going to be done, hopefully, if the weather cooperates. And we are above like 50 degrees, 48, 50 degrees, then I can consider planting. That's the nighttime temperature. All right. And usually I try to plant at the new moon. Now, the new moon is not the full moon. The new moon is when there's no moon. And I try to do it within that cycle, which means like six to 7 days of the new moon. That's when I like to put my plants in the ground, weather permitting, soil temperature permitting, okay? So, I don't know, I didn't even check my calendar, but, usually they say around Mother's Day you can do it. So I'm going to see what the calendar is like. If anybody knows, that would be great. Coffee looks cold. It's not cold yet, James, but I don't have my warmer here, but I am inside. But the coffee, I'll down it. I'm going to try to down it before it gets cold. And I'm going to thank you for the reminder. Oh, no, it's still hot. Now you got me taking big gulps. I don't know. All right, so here's what we're doing, okay? We've been jumping. Now, Uncle Glenn has been, notice you haven't seen me around here a lot because I've been jumping on different platforms. So, I've been going live on some different platforms as well. And I can't mention the name. You guys know, you're smart. But I'm Uncle Glenn #2. That's Uncle Glenn with 2 N's, #2. And if you do see me over there, hit that subscribe button and hit the follow button. All right? But we're here and this is our home. So today, here's the plan. Today, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to actually do some of the transplanting right here, right now. All right, so if you're interested in any of that, hang out, okay? We have fun anyway. And then later, I'm cooking. Later, I'm making pizza dough. We're gonna make calzone. we might make our garlic knot roll, okay? That's after I shower, I clean up everything, I get everything ready, and I'm thinking about, I got a couple ideas, and maybe you guys can help me out, but that's not gonna be until later. I'm in New York. I'm on the outskirts of New York City, and you know, I live on a busy road here. So this is farm to table to soul, the farm part, Uncle Glenn's garden. The table part is when I come upstairs and I cook. Now, as soon as I have something I can harvest from the garden, I harvest from the garden, bring it up to the humble kitchen, and we cook together. But then the best part, the best part. That's the farm, is the garden. The table part, we're cooking. The best part is the soul part. And that's when we harvest from the garden, we cook at the table, for the table in the kitchen, and then we soul part is when we sit down and we share a meal with family, with friends, with people we don't even know. How many times does Uncle Glenn eat with yous? All of yous, all right? I don't know you, but we got a great digital family here. Great digital family, all right? So, thank you, Salty Jenny. Thank you. Great seeing you. The friendship, Dorothy, the friendship. Hey, the family, we got each other's back here, huh? I respect you, you respect me, we got each other's back. Cole in the house, yes. All right, so let's get started here because I have to do this pretty quick today. So, I want to show you the progression, okay? We started with little cell pack like that, all right? And just a little cell pack, all right? It was just these little tiny, I put water in them, they grow. And then I put some seeds in there, all right? This happens to be cilantro that's growing right here, all right? I'm not transplanting that yet, but I am transplanting my cucumbers, all right? So we have these that are in the cell pack. Now, I'm gonna transfer them into a bigger pot, all right? I want them to be, now I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it in a biodegradable pot, like this, so that the root system can continue to grow and expand so that when the weather's right, we can take the our transplanted pots and put them right into the ground. But I did another thing. So let's take a look. The ones that were from here went into here, and those became these right here. Okay? So these are the ones now that have gone from the cell pack into a biodegradable little pot. Now, I didn't anticipate these things to grow so quickly. And so what did Uncle Glenn do? I don't want to stop the growth. So we went and I then took this and put it in this. So you see the progression? We went from the sprouting of the seeds right here, okay? We took the sprouting of the seeds. We went into a little bigger cell pack. See the roots actually coming out of the bottom? Okay, those roots are telling me that this is getting root bound already, which is okay. So I take it now, I get more soil, and I put it in another pot. Now, I'm not growing these in the pot. These are gonna go in the ground. But I'm giving it an opportunity while I have it in the house to be able to mature and grow. And then we go and we start to harden the plant. Now, what does that mean? I look at it like it's streetwise. We got to get our plants streetwise, all right? How do you do that? Well, same thing with a kid. All right, what do? How do you get them streetwise? You got to put them in the street, but you don't just put them out there. You slowly integrate him into her into the street so they learn what's outside the house. So when you take your plants, I don't care whether you buy it in a nursery, I don't care whether you started from seed. Do not take your baby plant and take it from the nursery and put it outside in the ground. Don't do it. You'll put your plant into shock for a couple of reasons. First of all, the sun exposure, they're not used to that. They're used to artificial light. So what you need to do is introduce them slowly to the wind, to the cooler weather, to the sun. When you go from your nursery or from inside your house, start. Give yourself a week. Bring them outside in the morning. Don't forget about them, just like you wouldn't forget your kid. Put them in the shade, not in the direct sun, and let them start to get used to it. Then take them back in. You can bring them out later in the day again, but do not put them in direct sunlight initially. Not a good idea, all right? Introduce them slowly. I always think of it like the street. Introduce them slowly to the real world. Don't just throw them out there, all right? I learn a lot from planting, so forgive me, all right? So let's do that. All right, so what are we doing? I am going to start with seeds today. I'm starting a whole new seed pack. And you're saying, wow, it seems like it's a little late. Well, let me tell you something. When I saw the prices of buying flowers and plants, I ran to the store and I got seeds. I said, that's it. I'm not spending $5 for one of these. It would have cost me hundreds already. And I got a seed pack right here. I got 3 for $1.50. All right? And what I'm going to do is, I've never done this before. I'm doing some flowers. Now, why am I doing these flowers? I have marigolds I'm doing forget-me-nots, I'm doing California poppy. I'm doing things that are going to attract some of the pollinating bugs and are going to, they're going to help with the plant growth as well. So, we're taking some California poppy. Now, usually I soak these in chamomile tea, all right? Oh, DM, my super fan. Yeah, DM. Oh, I love DM. All right, I'm taking these right here, and I'm not gonna be shy about putting them in, all right? Now, in the pack, let's take a look, see how many we got, okay? I would say there's probably, aside from the one that's in here, okay. I'm gonna guess there's probably 5, 10, 15, about 25 seeds right here. I'm gonna take about 5 of them and put them in one of the little cell packs. Okay, I'm just dropping the seeds around. I'm not exact amount, all right? I'm just dropping these around. All right, this isn't going to take very long because I've never done this part doing flowers before, but like I told you, when I saw the prices of those flowers, I said, I'm growing my own. And this will take about 6 weeks before I can put them actually in a flower pot, but I got time. All right, what is this? This is, what am I in here? We're in April. So by June, end of June, middle of June, that's when I want them anyway, the flowers. Then we can start putting these in pots. I can put them in the garden if I want. All right, I got 2 packs of these. All right, like I said, it's about 20. This is California poppy. These are just flowers, seeds. All right, I normally take the seeds and soak them in chamomile tea. All right, but it's a process. I did that with all of my other plants that are here. And I'm going to show you everything I got on this table. All right? You haven't seen any of it yet. All right? So let me dump these out. Okay, again, I got about Same thing, about 25 seeds. All right, I'm just putting about 5 of them in each little cell pack here, spreading them around a little bit, and I'm gonna wait for them to come up. All right, just, now listen, the worst comes to worst, and this doesn't work, all right, I can always go and get a couple if I have to, but why not give it a try? I mean, this is trial and error. And you know Uncle Glenn. Uncle Glenn loves to try new things. And I'm trying this for the first time. So I'm no expert. All I did was go and get one. I had these plastic cell packs here. I just put some potting soil in it. I have indoor potting soil that I put in here. I just dropped 2 packages of seeds right there. I got 15 plants. All right? I'm gonna go to these nice purple ones now. All right? Gonna do the same thing. Gonna give me another 15. All right? And then I'm gonna water them later. I'm gonna cover them in a plastic cover, and we'll see how they grow. Oh, these are bigger. Wow, okay, good. All right? Now these right here these are nice, forget-me-nots. All right, they're purple. All right, so we're gonna go on here. I got about the same amount. One, you can see these seeds a little bit better though, I can tell you that, which is nice. All right, and I'm just putting them on the top of the soil right now. And the reason is, I wanna see what I got, and then I'll just turn it into the soil, or I'll cover it with some additional soil. I'm putting about 5 or 6 seeds in each cell pack here. All right, and then when they grow, I'm going to transplant these as well. I'll do the same process. All right, now I was using actual these new peat cells to grow those other seeds, and let me tell you, it worked great. It worked great. So, but I didn't have any more, and they don't have them anymore in the store. So I just got one of these. This is like the container or the thing that you get at the store, and I got one of those here. And let's see, so it's 15, 1, 2, and yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right, got that, and then I'm gonna do one more right here. Same ones, purple ones. So I get yellow and purple in here. All right? I'm just dumping all the seeds in my hand, and I'm working them into here. All right? No, I'm trying to spread them out a little bit. You don't have to, though, because their roots on here, I'm going to be pulling these out, and I'm going to be putting them in like I did the other plants. And if you're just joining me right now, I'm Uncle Glenn, and this is Farm to Table to Soul, and we are doing, in season 2, I told everybody that this year we were going to start our garden from seed, and we've been working on planting our seeds, our transplanting our seedlings, and I got to say, it's been nothing but a delight so far. And we've been outside also, when the weather permitting, getting our hands dirty and doing some of the tilling of the soil. All right? So I've got all of that. I'm actually going to put one more. I have other ones, but I want to get this whole thing filled up. So what do I got here? Let's throw in some of these. Yeah. I got some. No, I don't want to put the marigolds in. I'm going to use the marigolds in a separate one and I bought a whole bunch of these. I got 50 cents each. Come on, give me a break. They're trying to get rid of them now. I look for the bargains, my friends. I look for the bargains. You know, why not? I'm going to use some zinnias. Put some zinnias in there. All right? So we got the yellow ones, we have purple ones, and now we're going to put the zinnias in. All right? And these are pretty. And I'm going to be mixing these in pots anyway. All right, so thank you for the Go Populars. Hey, those Go Populars, they really, really help. They help a lot. And so do the heart me's. You know, if you join the fan club, I really do appreciate it. But the heart me's, I'll tell you, they help the not the analytic, it's the algorithm, and it pushes it out. When you hit those go populars, it pushes out the all of, you know, the FYP. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn. I don't know what any of this stuff means. I just like kind of like a parrot. I repeat it. Oh, the FYP, you know, the E. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Maybe you guys, I'm sure you guys know. You're smart. But I ain't that smart. So I say FYP. By the time the FYP comes out, I'll be saying the JYT. I really don't care. So I know you better say you're an idiot. I am an idiot. All right. So we put all the seeds on. All right. Now let's just turn them into the soil a little bit. I got a stick, and all I'm going to do is kind of like stir the soil up on the top. All right. Let me just get you down here so you can see what I'm doing. All right. All I'm doing is we put the seeds in. Now I'm not going all the way down. I'm just kind of scuffing the surface with that right here so that the seeds integrate a little bit with the soil. It stays nice and loose. And I haven't watered anything yet. I'll water them all later on. And I'll put the cover on it. I have a plastic cover that's going to go on this. And we'll see if they germinate. Okay? I'm sure this is going to take probably 10 days or so to start to sprout. Once it does, that means we have success, partial success. Now we have to take care of it. All right, and then caring for it, especially in the initial stage. Some plants, once they sprout, you've got to make sure that you give it continuous light. So what happens if you don't give it continuous light? All right, you can use an LED lamp. You can use a lamp for plants. If they don't have enough light, they start to get lanky. They just grow real tall because they're searching for the sunlight. Now, if you have a light and you have the light on all night and you keep it on there mine's been on now for 2 months. All right, and those plants have loved it. All right, they didn't get lanky. They're not stretching out to try to get sun. They're absorbing the light and they're strengthening the root. You got to keep that in mind. Right now, you've got to be concerned about the root system on all of your plants. All right, and that includes your the ones that you get from the nursery. Once they go into the ground, all right, you got to make sure your soil is treated good, so to make sure that it promotes the growth for. You want it to promote the growth for the root system. That's the most important part. All right? So, for those of you that are interested in this, it's great. Some of you know it's not. This is like, I don't want to be bothered with this. And I get it. It's not for everybody. This is a little bit more advanced, actually. And I like to consider my learnings over the years working in the garden and learning. I mean, this year I said, you know what I'm going to do this year? I am going to start from seed. Why? Because I never did it before. And because financial reasons, I can't afford it. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm going to learn. Hopefully, so far it's worked out pretty good. And I'm going to show you all of the progression of what we got. See, hear the sirens? This is where I live. This is farm to table to soul. All right, this is not some big farm that's 40 acres of property and no noise. This is anything but. This is a lot of noise, and the only time you get any peace, or at least with me, I get peace when I get on my knees and I get in the garden. And it kind of gives me a little solitude being on my knees. It gives me an opportunity to pray too. And, I pray laying in bed, but, there's just something about being on your knees when you're praying that, at least for me, that just has, I don't know, just, it's a little bit more solemn to me. It is. Yes, it's a much more submissive position. And the only time I'm going to be submissive in my life is to my God, period. All right. And I am. I try to be, at least. But hey, I'm not I got plenty of skeletons in my closet. But see, even like working this little bit of dirt right here, it gets my mind thinking about all of like the seeds. I'm moving these seeds around and I'm trying to give it some nourishment or give it the best opportunity for it to grow. And this little thing that you're doing and just tilling it a little bit. Because if you just leave the seeds on the top without having it, they may sprout, but they may not take root. You just need a little bit of soil so that once the seeds sprout, they can get some soil. All right? So this is the last one. I know it took a little time, but it's like doing prep work. When we're cooking, it's not the most fun thing to do, but this is ready. Now, I'm done. All right? Now, all I'm going to do later is water it, and then I'm going to take it, and I have a second tray on the bottom of it so that it doesn't leak out. All right? And then I'll just take this, and I'm going to cover it with this. It's like its own little greenhouse. And I'll wait for it to sprout. All right? Hopefully they do. So we'll see. All right? But that's done. That was task number 1. And we're going to go through these one at a time, and I'm going to show you the progression. So we just did seeds. Okay? First thing we just did was seeds. We went from seeds to soil, and that's how we started everything else that I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn my camera around to give you a quick view of what we got here so that you can see what to expect. All right? Fair enough? All right, look. All right? I have all of these right here. And I'll just show you again quickly. We started these from seed. This is the seed pack. These are my cucumbers. This is cilantro. We're going to transplant those now into these containers right here. They're biodegradable. It's going to give the root system a chance to grow and get deeper. All right? And then from here, we go into here. All right? We went from the cell pack, we went to a biodegradable. This then goes in here, and we add this with soil. Now we let these grow, and this is ready for the growing season. All right, that's going to go in the ground. All right, and then any ones that don't end up making it to the pot right here will end up in the ground as well. All right, I also have one of these, and now I have some. I'm going to be putting some basil in here. Now I'm going to have plenty of basil in my garden. I'll probably have 30 basil plants in the garden. I'll have parsley, I'll have thyme, I'll have rosemary, oregano, all right? Cilantro. But we're going to take these because I want them to be closer to my kitchen, and I'm going to be putting these right in here. This is basil, all right? Look, and we're going to plant these right now. Let me show you, okay? Move that out of the way, and let's bring you back over here and show you how quickly that is, all right? So, all I did was, this was $1.50, the dollar store. $1.50, plastic. I don't need anything fancy, all right? I got some soil, I put it in there, all right? You can use potting mix, indoor, outdoor. This happens to me just straight Miracle Grow potting soil, all right? And I'm gonna put that in the dirt right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here, okay? Right there. So I want to be able to get this dirt, and I have to go a little deeper. Yeah, a little bit deeper. All right. I prepped some of this already so that it wouldn't have to take so long. Okay? And now I got some dirt in the center. I have the dirt right here that I filled up so that I didn't bring the bag in the house because Mom would kill me. All right? And I'm just going to put it in here, and we're going to go around this plant nice. Okay? That cup is staying right where it is because that's going to break down. Okay? That's going to the roots are going to come right through that. It's only cardboard. It's recycled paper. Okay, but I do want to get the soil around it gently. Okay, I want to have that. I'm not worried about this. I want that to break down. Okay, and once I water this, and this is going to be a nice little plant for us because we're going to be cooking with this in a couple of weeks. All right, just like that. All right, done. Now we're going to do the same thing with this one. Now you want to try to, I use a stick here a lot because I want to try to be gentle with this and I got to get this over there because these are very delicate. All right, so you don't want it to, a little bit of force will break the plant. You got to be careful. All right, so I'm kind of holding it up. All right, right there, and now we're just giving it a little bit of dirt around it. All right, holding those up, and we can knock this off right here. Okay. Got to get some back here. Yeah. Okay. Whoop. All right. Now, this is what you got to be careful. Well, I got to be careful. Okay. Like doing surgery, but it'll be fine. I just want to make sure all of them are exposed out of the soil. They are. Okay. And we'll let that pat down right there. And that's done right there. Okay. And we'll do one more. I got another thing of soil here. I'm kind of prepped up. All right. I'm going right in here. And then I'll water these later with warm water. Not ice cold water, not hot water, warm water. All right. You could probably put another one right in the center there, but for now, we're going to leave it. I mean, we have room there. You know what? Let me get one more. I have another one right here that we're going to add to it. Okay? What I'm going to do is take the dirt all the way out, push it to the side, and we'll take that one, and we're going to drop that right in there, like that. How's that? What do you think? I think we got a nice little basil garden here. And this will be this will eventually come, this will be on my patio, on my deck, where I have access to it if I need to run out and grab some. Because the rest of it's going to be grown wild in my garden. Wild. All right? That's it. All right? Now, I'll leave this in the house. This is not going outside. I'll take care of it in the house. And you can get these I got this for $1.50, this thing. This plastic thing at the dollar store. You know, I'm not no fancy buyer. This is what I do. Kit Kat! Yeah! Oh, yeah. All right? So, we just made ourselves a little basil herb thing. You could do this. And the nice part about it is that if you've never done it before, start with something like this and just take care of it. Water it, take care of it, and then you'll get to use it. And then you'll get to use it. And when you get to use it, I got to tell you, you're probably going to be really, really happy. All right? So we're going to put that aside. Now we're done with that. All right? All right. Okay. Let me just fill up these two. I got to get more soil in here. So I have the soil outside. I can't bring the bag in the house because I will get tortured if I do that. So I've been trying to do it, you know, even though it's cold outside today. You know, it's really, really cold. Now, I wasn't going to sit out there. I mean, I guess I could have just bundle up a little bit and stop being a weakling, but I don't know. I'm getting old, you know, so all right. So yeah, I just went outside. I got a black bag on top of this. So, all right, let's get back to work. All right, we're gonna be on. We're not gonna be on here long. All right, once we're done here, we're done. All right, and we're gonna end up at probably another channel for dinner tonight on a different platform. So hopefully you guys will come and visit. I'm making pizza dough, calzone, maybe stromboli. I'll probably make a pizza also. All right, and that's what we're gonna do. All right, so next, let's go to the next size, and let's go here. We have these 1, 2, 3, 4 pepper plants, and I'm sorry, cucumbers, and this is a pepper. So I got a smaller container right here, correct? All right, so let's take the whole cell pack. All right, this is exactly what I did. Now see how the root system already is growing out of here? Look at that. This is why I'm doing the transplanting. If I leave this like this for another 2 weeks, there's a good shot that this won't make it. All right? See how the roots are coming out of this cell pack? And this is maybe, I don't know, this isn't old at all. This is like maybe 2 weeks, maybe not even 10 days. All right? So what are we doing? This is a cucumber. We're going to take it. I got a little bit of soil on the bottom. I want as much of the stem in here covered with soil as possible. So I'm going to push this in a little bit, right down. Okay? All right? And now we're going to use the indoor potting mix for the smaller one. I'm not going with any, Miracle Grow, the outdoor or the regular potting mix. It's too young. That's why you use seedling, even though it's called you know what it is. The seedling one does not have harsh nutrients in it. Not chemicals, nutrients. Okay, you don't want it to be too strong. That's why there is called for seed starting. You get the soil for seed starting. All right? Because the other soil, which you get in a bigger bag that says potting mix, has much more nutrients in it. So I want to introduce everything slowly. Now I use potting mix for this one because it was already grown. It was ready for it, just like a child. You bottle feed it, and then you give it some food. You integrate it slowly. Everything is slow integration. Everything. Look at it and think of it like an infant, and you'll do fine. All right? So, I got this right here. All right, let's do the next one. I got a little bit of soil in here. This is going to go quick. Look at those roots. Woo! Man, I didn't even realize how the root system is going off on this. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to be, when they get a little bigger, I'm going to start staking them. You got to do it all. Look at that root system. Holy smokes. Look at the roots on this cucumber already. 10 days. Wow. It's going to love this right here. I'm going to say, thank you, Uncle Glenn. Thank you. You're such a good unk. Yep. Okay? Takes a little effort. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to know what the heck you're doing. You just got to be, you got to care. You just got to care. And if you care, it's going to come out fine. All right? We got it. We got one more right here to do on this little seed pack. Okay? See how long and lanky this is getting? It needs soil. I'll water these all later on. I'm just getting these all done. All right? Pretty much done. I'm going to do this one pepper. Do I have another one? Yes. All right? This is a pepper one. See that? This is from the seeds of one of the peppers that we grew. And this one over here, I got more soil in it. I'm going to push this down and carefully get it in there, and we'll let that be. All right? It's a little young, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, so now I use a muffin tin. Okay? Put all my plants in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's easy to move around, easy to keep. 5, and I got this one here, which is 6. Actually, I'm going to take this one out. Okay. All right, we're done. We're done with phase 2. We did seed planting on the flowers. We went from just the seeds to the potting mix soil in a little cell pack, which had like 20 things. I used 4 packs of seeds, and we did that. That's over there. We just transplanted to this. Now we go to the next stage, okay? Now you see these? They're just starting to sprout. So we're gonna leave this be. These are just starting to sprout. They're not ready to go be transplanted yet. All right? So next, what are we doing? The final thing we're doing right now is we are gonna take these right here, and now move this out of the way. Okay? We're going to be transplanting these into these, which I did already. Okay? These are beefsteak tomatoes that we started about maybe almost, probably 7 weeks ago. All right? And now I'm moving these into here so that we have this. And then this whole plant, I will take it and then I will plant this in the garden, right in my garden. All right, they're not staying in the containers. Why aren't they staying in containers? Because these are indeterminate tomato plants. When you're container planting or you're using a small raised garden or something on your patio, when you go to the nursery to buy your tomato plants, buy determinate tomato plants for container planting. Indeterminate for garden. Okay? Determinate means you're going to get a certain size a certain harvest. You don't need to prune it. You don't need to do anything except water it, take care of it, stake it a little bit, and then it's going to give you a determined amount of fruit. Now, can you use determinate in your garden? Yes. But it's not going to get any bigger. You're going to get the same size, and you're going to get the same amount of harvest. On indeterminate tomatoes, okay, indeterminate, that's for garden. That's because it will continue to grow as big as you allow it to, and you take care of it. How well you tie it up, you stake it, you prune it. I mean, it'll go 10, 12 feet. Okay? All right, so let's get going. All right, so I have 1, 2, there's actually 4 plants in here. It's too much. Now, as much as I do not like to kill these, I'm going to at least take this one off because it's just too close. All right? Sorry. It actually makes me feel bad that I have to do it. Now, there's 3 plants here. I really could just get rid of those 2 if I wanted to, but I don't. I'm going to leave it. Once this root system is together, if I can't tie these, I'm going to have to prune it out. Okay? But right now, we're going into the soil. Oh, first thing I got to show you. First thing you got to do. See these 2 leaves? On your stem, okay, I'll get you close. See those? You're going to always see 2 leaves. That's how you know you're ready to transplant. You take those off, pinch them right off. Okay? 1. Very carefully. 2. 1. This is the other plant. 2. Now, you don't need to use a scissor now, but once they do get big, you need to keep your scissor nice and clean, sharp, and you use your scissor. Don't pinch them. All right? See what I did? And I want you to be able to look on the plants. I'm going to show you on the bigger one. You might be able to see it better. All right? Do you see the hairs that are on there? Do you see the hairs on the stems here? The hairs? Can you guys see that? Are you able to see the hairs on there? Okay. You want to get the plant as deep into the soil as you can without the leaves touching the soil, because those hairs will become roots. That's what's going to give your plant strength, and it's going to enable it to continue to grow and get more nutrients into it. So when you plant it, I'm going to be planting this down. I got to be careful of this one. I can't go really any higher than that. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to bring the soil level we're going around that whole container with the soil. All right? And if it means that I have to sacrifice that other one, I may have to, but no, it looks like I got it. I think I can keep it. Okay? I'm just using this pot of soil instead of a shovel. Okay? Now I'm going to carefully pat down in between. Okay? Give them a little room. And then you want to dust off any soil that might have gotten on the leaves as best you can. Okay? And it's done. Okay? That is going to be that. Okay? We just did it. Didn't take long. We're just doing things in proportion, slowly. All right, let's take the next one. Okay? Now, Here's another one here. Very dry. All right. I'm going to take this off. You can see it's getting almost wilted. All right. That's coming off. That's coming off. And that's coming off right there. This is actually stressing the plant a little bit. Okay. It's giving it stress when I'm doing that. But not enough stress that it's going to kill it. It's going to make it stronger. There's so much to learn about life when you're planting, transplanting, just so much that you can draw of life by how you take care of a plant. Thank you, Kit Kat. You're such the best. It's equivalent to taking care of a baby. That's what you got to think of. And I learned at a very early age, responsibility. The responsibility of taking care of family by learning how to take care of a plant. And hey, listen, there's a lot. I mean, as I'm saying it, I'm thinking about how irresponsible I've been as well. I mean, so I got to take that back. Not like I'm Mr. Responsibility, because I've done a lot. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Lots. Those are the weeds. But if you want to have an analogy of the plant, the growth, what sucks out the nutrients of the plant, why do you weed? You weed because the weeds are feeding off of the plant, and they're not going to produce any fruit. They're just going to kill your plant. I have those weeds I've had in my life. Same thing. And I didn't always take the weeds away from my plant, which was me. And it prevented me from being the best person that I could have been. The sins of my life, all right, which happen continuously. And I'm always trying to weed things out of my life. All right? Because there's always weeds trying to get in there. Always weeds trying to find their way. If you allow it, well. All right, next. All right, got another one here. This one's a little healthier. Okay, we got 3 plants on here. Again, probably a little too much, but I've never done this before, so I'm going to really see, how this works out. I'm pinching off those 2 leaves. The 2 leaves that are on the stem are coming off. Okay, I'm pinching them off. All right. Okay. And again, you be real careful. These are so delicate, you don't need scissors. You just need to be careful. Okay? See the hairs? We want to get as much dirt on this plant as possible. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's get this in. Okay, we got soil on the bottom of the pot. Now we're going to use this as a shovel of dirt because I'm doing this inside. Okay, thank you, Tiger. I just want to thank you guys for your hearts, your Go Populars, your joining the fan club. While I'm doing this, it's so nice to know that you're supporting this channel and this family and Uncle Glenn. And I don't even have to ask. And I just pick my head up sometimes and I see what you guys do. And I just thank you. Because you can be anywhere else. You don't have to be here. And so I appreciate all of your time that you spend with this family and with me. And the respect that you give us. I really appreciate it. Okay? Thank you. Next. All right. We got a lot. I don't know if I should do all these. You guys are probably getting bored. I can do this off camera. If you want, I can stop now. Do you like this? Are you guys all right? with me doing this here? Look at those taps. You guys are tapping though. Thank you. Thank you. No, do it. You like it, Tricia? All right. All right. Okay. All right. I'm snapping off these leaves. I'm doing the next one. All right. I got to be careful here. These got a little dry, and I'll tell you why. I usually dry them before I transplant them. Okay? I'll show you why. Before I transplant from one to another, I don't water it first. I actually let it get dried out so that the soil, if I wanted to, I could pull this whole thing out of here. All right? But, yeah. So, it's just what I've done. Now, as soon as I water this is going to come right back. All right? I got that in there. Some soil. Right here. I did that a little sloppy. But the soil I'm using now is not for seedling. This is more potting soil. And the reason is because the plant is big enough, it's old enough to not have to be bottle fed. It can now start to feed with some baby food. And that's what some of that potting mix will do. All right, done. All right, we got a couple more right here that I'm going to do. I started ahead of time. I can I have a sip of coffee, even though coffee's cold. Can I have a sip of coffee at least? Come on. Why am I yelling at you? I'm yelling at me. Can I have coffee? Yeah, Uncle Glenn, drink your coffee. Stop yelling at yourself. I'm so crazy. I feel like it. Oh. I just finished it because it was starting to get cold. All right? Sorry. I get carried away sometimes. That's me. Yeah, I'm surprised you guys still come back here. All right? My wife thinks I'm out of my mind. All right, we got 3 plants here again. One of the things I'm really not sure of is this. I don't know if I should really be taking these other plants and just putting one in the pot. Because when you go to the nursery, sometimes you'll find 2 in one thing. You're not going to find 3. Do you? Okay. See how I pinched them off real quick? But what I think, my logic is that once these are in here and they're strong and big, I can actually cut through the root and I'll just make other plants. I just don't have enough room. I expanded the garden because I had so many plants. I never expected it. I started from seed. I didn't know I was going to have so many. Hysterica is here. Thank you, Hysterica. Thank you. All right. All right. I mean, listen, I won't be doing this. This is probably one of the last times that I'm going to be doing this transplanting in the house. But I wanted to have an opportunity because I was on the other channel and they've been following my growth. I'm on another live that I've been doing. And I'm starting to spend a little bit more time over there. This is always our home, but if you can, I can't tell you where it is because I get in trouble. All right, and I don't want to lose this. All right, I don't want to lose this family. We have over 38,000 of us. We started with 200 in May of last year. All right, and we're well over 38,000. And that just tells me that you think it's a good place and you like it, and I love you. So, but if you are searching anywhere else, even tonight, okay, look for Uncle Glenn with 2 N's, number 2. That's my name on, look at these cool things. Oh, the cool things with popcorn, what was that? Oh, you guys crack me up. They always make me smile. I don't know. I sometimes feel like I feel like it's puppy love with you guys. All right? All right. Couple more here. Do I have enough dirt? I might have to get more dirt. But, all right. Let's take this one. I'll put it in there like that. Okay. Let's take this plant here. Oh, this is looking sad. All right. This one here, I got to get rid of. I have 3 plants in here, but these are not going to make it. All right. Because see, if I need to get the soil up to about here. If I do this with these are going to die anyway. So here's what I'm doing. Thank you, Lord. 1 is coming out. 2. I had to. All right, because it would injure this plant. And this one is the strongest. This one's going to be the best. All right. Now I would take that because the root, I got to get down in there. Otherwise, it would have covered the plant. So it'll be the better for it. Okay? That would have just completely killed those other plants anyway. And then I would have had to not put enough soil in here, and that could have, I don't want to hurt this one. So I had to make a choice here. Sorry. Okay. But do you see how that's not very difficult? It's just not. And you are going to be so, if you have the time. Now, listen, I get it. You don't have time. Most people are working, and I work too, you know, but I have to, it takes a lot of time. So that's why I'm saying you don't need to have a big, big garden. All you need is 1 plant. Start yourself with 1 plant. All right? Okay? Yeah, we can't rename the plant, the other places. You guys know where it is. I mean, it's very, very popular. And you can watch and rewatch. Oh, I got a puzzle here. You can watch it on your TV. You could rewind it. All right? You can pause it. You can see all the ingredients, or if there's something you missed and you're coming in late. That's why I've been posting all my lives there, all of them. So if you do like it, you're interested in any of it, make sure you say hi. Hit the subscribe, hit the follow. But this is always our home here. All right? So I have 3 more I can do. I got to resoil these. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 minute. And finish this. And then we're going to get cooking after. I got to clean up. And we got to make some pizza tonight. We're going to make some calzone tonight. I think I might even make a salad. That really always seems to go well, you know, with the pizza or calzone or stromboli. What else? That garlic knot bread that we made the other day. Oh, I got to tell you, that was a winner. That was a winner. And I really think I want to make that again tonight. All right? It didn't take long. I have the soil outside. I can't bring the bag of soil in. I get killed. All right? Here. So, this one, the same thing. I'm getting rid of this plant. See how weak this looks? This is dried out. This is stressed. See? This will come back with water. But there was another plant in there. All right? All right, I'm putting that in. And I'll bring this right back. I mean, even tonight, I can show you later. It'll take a little while, but I want to make sure I can get this all the way in the stem. And then I'm going to water these really good, and then I'll let them sit in the heat and recover. Okay? Now, if I put this outside, it'll be over with. All right? I keep saying it, and I'm going to say it again. when you go and you get your plants, whether you get them at a nursery or you're starting them, because most of these plants are grown in greenhouses or hothouses, all right? So when you get them, they may not be fully introduced to the outdoors. Do not just take them and put them in the ground. Introduce them slowly to the sun. First of all, make sure the temperature is right in your soil. You really will want your soil to be at the coldest, maybe 50 degrees. And don't leave them out in the wind initially, if best you can, till they're stronger, all right? But when you bring them out, give yourself, from the time you get them at the nursery, give yourself 5 days at least. And just put them out in the morning, take them in, or get them out of the sun. Introduce them slowly. Otherwise, it's going to burn. And you're going to put them in shock and they're going to die. Or they're going to stunt the growth. All right? So, okay, last one here. Oh, I just got some. What was that? Oh, Deborah. Ah, the Go Populars, yeah. Hey, any shot we can get to 100,000 before we get out of here with 117 people? Any shot we can do it? You guys crush on those Go Populars. Love it. What do you think? Fake empty bottle. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, got that right there. Last one. And then we're going to take a look at everything, okay? Yeah, we got a lot done. I'm going to be going on tonight, Eastern Standard Time, depending on when I get out of here. What time is it now? 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's 12 o'clock in California. Probably around 5, I think. Or, yeah, because I have to shower. I have to get ready. I got to clean over here. Got to get all this cleaned up real good. I got to put all the plants away. I got a little bit more transplanting to do that I'm going to do off camera. And, all right, I'm going to show you what we did. I'm going to do one more. I got one more to do here. All right, last one. Oh, no, it's not the last one. Here. Oh, I got these. I got 3, sorry. Good. All right, and I got 3 plants. Perfect. All right. These all looking hurting here. This one's got to come out. Okay. I got to take those leaves off the bottom. 1, 2. But you'll see how this kicks back. I'm going to give it a little water. We're going to take care of it. This is stressed, very stressed. But I think it'll be all right. I'm going to let you see it. Now, if it got too stressed out, then I'll have a fail here. But I think it'll be all right once I give it some water. I think it's going to kick right back. You know, stressing it when it's this young may not be the best idea, all right? Because it is a baby, so, but it'll be stronger for it, I can tell you. Okay, got to make sure that is off right there. I got that in here, okay. 1, that's not the best, that's probably the worst looking one. And I have another one. Oh, this is the last one. Nope, I got one here. Good. Okay. Yeah, this got to go too. Sorry, pal. Okay. You make sure you get those 2 leaves off. And you go down to the stem where the hairs are. Get this deep in the ground. So as much soil we can get in here as possible. I got to get more soil. Okay. Soil is important. Okay, good. Now, last one is going in here, and I'll take care of this one after. All right, that's off. Pinch, pinch. Going in, all the way down. Come on. Okay. All right, done. Let's look at what we got. Let's put some soil in this, and we complete it. Okay. All right, here's what we did today. We're going to review it real quick. First thing we did was I took some flowers, some seeds. I saw in the store how much they were. So I grabbed a couple of seed packs at the dollar store. They had them 3 for $1.50. So I got some yellow, purple, and some, I don't know the names of them. And then I had one of these little trays right here. There's 2 trays, right? This is a little cell pack. All right, it's a big cell pack. All right, and this looks like this. Okay? And I filled it with soil. This is the tray. It's got holes on the bottom. This is the tray. We took the seeds. I put some indoor potting mix in here for seeds. I mixed the seeds in. Now I'm going to water them. This is going to get covered like this. And we got to wait. Probably, these will be ready to go in the ground in about 6 weeks. But it'll take about 10 days before we see any results. All right? So that we did. Then I showed, next thing we did is we took these that were in a cell pack, and this is how we do it. This right here are cilantro. All right, these right here were cucumbers. All right, so what we did is we took them and we transplanted from the cell pack, which looks like this, okay? And I put the cell pack in here so that it would now give the root system a chance to expand and grow. Then we went from here to here, okay? And now this will be the final transplant is in here. We changed the soil. I went from the seed starting soil to, I use some Miracle Grow potting soil because it can handle it. All right? Oh yeah, that's a sign. This is where I am. I live in you think it's a farm? This is my garden, not my farm. All right? So we did all that transplanting today. I take them now and I'll put them in milk crates like this. Okay? Get a milk crate. I got 6 plants in each one. I can stack them up. I can bring them in, bring them out. Okay? And this is what we have. This is what we did today. Okay? It's work. A little bit of work, but yep, I got another one here. That's got to go in there. Good. All right, my friends. You want to take a look at You want to take a quick peek at the garden from up here? I'm not going down there though. Huh? And then we can talk. I'm going to disconnect this. Hold on 1 minute. All right. I'm disconnecting my mic a minute. Hold on. All right. Give me a minute. All right. We're good? Can you hear me? Okay. Yes? Okay, good. All right. So here's what we do. I'm going to flip this camera. I'm learning to get pretty fancy with this stuff now. You know that? I know. All right. And that's our garden down here. All right. And I expanded it. Now, honestly, it's warmed up a little bit too, which is nice. All right. But that's where I was going to do the transplanting on that table out here. But this is going to be the garden. And we treated all the soil. All right. And I've got some stuff still sprouting. We have some parsley that survived the winter right there. Okay. That survived the winter. I've got 3 parsley plants that survived. I have an oregano plant. I have some cilantro, not cilantro, catnip right over here. Okay? Cats are loving it. All right? Hear the sirens? This is where I live. Then we got some garlic right there growing. All right? That's garlic. Then I have my mint starting to come back up down here. All right. And we'll have all this area was beyond the table. You can't really see it. This right here is a rosemary. All right. It's going to all come back. I checked the stems on it. All right. Now let's go down here and let me show you what we expanded. All right, I took down the fencing because I needed more room. And so it used to end right over here, the garden used to end right here. Okay, this gate used to be up like that. And it went right across. Now we rototilled all of this and we just expanded and we picked up a bunch of, I could probably get now another 8 plants, 9 plants in here. And I'm going to take the back where I have my blueberry bush. I have a blueberry bush there. There's another little one there. I'm going to be clearing that whole back area out. And that back area is going to be more for herbs that I can put. All right? Yep. Hey, and you guys know some of the things that I've been, as my happy, my stool, my wagon, my rototill isn't out. But if any of you guys see any of this stuff and you like it, you got to go to Uncle Glenn's showcase and check it out. That stool, tremendous. I'm going to show you one last thing. And I took that rototill, and this year I decided that I want you to see my fig tree. This is an 18-foot high fig tree. It's about 18 feet wide. All right. And what I did was I rototilled around the fig tree this year, and I dropped down some mulch. I got some red and I put some black in the back. Once this grows in, all right, you don't see anything that's under there. So I wanted to, instead of just having a lawnmower, you know, having to fight through the branches, I put that so it'll have a nice perimeter. And I'm going to tighten it up probably with some brick, okay, and maybe a couple other things. All right, but that's what we got. Now that fig tree is about 30 years old. Now I know a lot of people will say, hey, you know, I want you to, you know, why don't you trim it? I don't trim it, and it's been fine. It's mature enough to survive probably the most brutal winter I can remember was this winter. All right. What I do is this. Do you see the tip right there? That's the new growth. So once this starts to, come in, okay, and all the leaves start to come in, I'll be trimming back these tips to keep it from growing so that all of the energy goes on to the figs, to grow the figs. And you wait till you see the size of the figs I get. And last year we had over, I'm gonna say at least 1,000. All right, so, all right, and that's it. That's basically it. Let me just flip this back a minute. Hold on, so that I can talk to you. Okay, good. All right, so today was indoor planting and gardening. Tonight we're gonna do some cooking, okay? And I think that, I'm gonna sit down a minute here, get a little fresh air. Oh, the Poochie, let me let him out. He wants to come out. Let me let the Poochie out. This is Daphne, this is my son's, come on. Hello, hello, how you doing? Hello, hello, come on, come on. Whoa, go! All right, go ahead, go run. Go ahead, go run. Now, go. That's all right. Okay, hello. Yes, I see you. Excited? Good. Okay, go ahead, go run. All right, now you see how the lawn is like patchy and overgrown, okay? I did that purposely. And I do that for a reason. When you let your grass initially grow, and as tall as it's getting is how deep the root system gets. So while everybody else is landscaping all their property perfectly, I'm letting mine get out of control. And then when I'll be mowing maybe tomorrow, and I'll mow it up, and then I'm gonna take all those grass clippings and I'll put them in the garden, in the soil. All right? So that's what I do. Now, is it right? I don't know. But that's what I do. Melissa! Yes, thank you everybody that sent gifts and tapped and, everything. I don't know, I'm just sitting relaxing a minute. So I got a lot to do to get ready for tonight. I got to get those plants off that table, get everything cleaned, vacuumed, and then I got to go clean up myself, and then I got to clean the kitchen, and then I got to get our food ready. All right? So, if we're not here and we go there, all right, would you guys join me over there? Hey, Doc! Oh, Doc, chaos! Huh? What do you think? Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm thinking, I want to do, well, let me ask you a question. I forgot now. Were we over there cooking last night? Yesterday? Did we do our live from there yesterday? We did. So maybe we'll do it with the family here tonight. What do you think? Give me a TT or give me a white tea? Give me a TT or give me a white tea? I feel like a cheerleader. Hey, give me a TT. Give me a white tea. I don't know yet. I got a lot of TTs here. All right. That wins. All right, we'll do it here. All right. But come, yeah, listen. If we do it here, Breezy, Deborah, if we do it here, can we make it a record night with likes, with go populars and stuff? Can we like really do it up in, because it's not going to be a long live. It's going to be about 2 hours. Yeah? Would you guys invite? I mean, we haven't had at one time on a live in the past 6 months, I think we crossed over 500 people. Maybe once. I don't think more than that. And we used to get, I mean, do you remember last year? We had 1,000, 1,500 people watching it. So at any given time, well, that was the time also we got over 2.5 million likes on that one live. We had almost 1,500 people on. And I don't even know why. I think my son was here with his friends. You guys don't like me. You like him and his friends, right? Yeah, I know, right, Doc? Yeah. So, I know what it is. I know part of it, I think I know what it is. Part of it is that we went from farm to table to soul to fall into flavor. When we made that first transition into season 1 of fall into flavor, things started dropping off. Then there was the change of ownership on Tic Tac, and Uncle Glenn made a huge error. And I signed up because I wanted to show you guys, like I do now, the products. Well, instead of becoming an affiliate so that enabled me to show you the products, I see something that says you want to be a seller. So I go, yeah, you think I read? No, I don't read. Yeah, I want to be a seller. Yeah. They asked me for my tax records. They asked me for my business records, my firstborn. I mean, everything. I gave it to them. And they go, congratulations. You are now a seller. You are no longer a creator. And woo, boom, everything fell off. Everything fell off. So we just got my status back. I don't know, maybe 2 months. Is it 2 months, you think? 6 weeks, 2 months ago? And we got it back. And I was able to then, I started to show some of these products. But even that, unless you guys are hitting those likes and you're really interested in some of the stuff I'm showing you, you know what happens? The algorithm goes down. So even if you don't buy anything, and I do, in fact, that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to make this one of our shoppable lives, and you don't have to buy anything, but look at the stuff. Because when you look at it, it kicks the algorithm up. Does that make sense or no? Chatting about this 30-year-old fig tree, yeah, and gardening plans. AI summarizing. Yeah, we're down. Listen, I'm almost forgetting about the leagues now because, I mean, how you doing, Chris? How are you, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, listen. There's just so much time that we could all spend on this thing. And that's one of the reasons that I'm moving some of my interests. That's part of the reason also. So unless we really could kick this back to where it was. That's the other thing, Melissa. We got to update like the fan. Like we got a lot of fans, people that are in the fan club. And I got those old stickers there. I don't even know how to change them. I need you guys to send me stickers that I can upload and then I can put them on there. I'll do whatever it is, whatever it takes. I just got to learn how. Oh, look at Ashley joining the fan club. And who else did that? What was that? And Tina. Thank you, Tina. Oh, thank you, guys. All right. So it is 3:30 almost. Yeah, let's make some new ones. All right? You guys, any of you guys are in a fan club, I think you could send them. Send them to me, and I'll put them up. I remember Canucktail sent some really good ones, and I for some reason I couldn't load them up. You know? Gary Brickman in the house. Yeah, Gary, good seeing you, pal. I'm not taking anybody now. I got to get ready. All right? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to be on here. We're not going to be on the other platform tonight. All right? I'm going to make it a shoppable live. I'll probably have the stuff I use. I'm going to have my pots on there. I'll have maybe, I'll be drinking one of my drinks tonight. Give me a little boost. I'll have my organizer. I'm going to put 3 or 4 things on there. So, even though you don't care. Oh, what is that thing? What was that? Masquerade. I can't even read. I'm phonetically looking. Masquerade. Ooh, my mic just fell off. All right. Oh, Chef Firecracker with that little bird thing. I don't know what the names of these things are. Oh, paper crane. Yeah, I see it. Chef Firecracker. What is Oh. Style me up. This stuff makes me laugh. All right. All right. I can sit here all day and just chat with you guys, but oh, what was that sheep? Oh, that's my farm. That was a oh, chef, sheep leap. That was a sheep leap. Shouting popcorn. What is stuff? But the sheep leap, I'd never seen that at all. I felt like I was in Uncle Glenn's farm. You guys are funny. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Oh, man. Where do you find this stuff? You guys make this stuff up? What? Oh, I wish somebody else could see this. Oh, chef. Oh, Chef Firecracker. Oh, all right. Hey, you guys, I'm going to lose we should try a battle. Well, I'm scheduled for a battle. I'm actually scheduled for 2 battles that Tic Tac asked me, do you want to be assigned someone? So I said, yeah. Because last time we had our battle, the Family After Dark, I couldn't get away from these guys. I didn't understand the word they were saying, and I couldn't get anywhere near them. Oh, you know what? The Poochie went upstairs. Oh, yeah. Oh, the little sneaky thing. I left the door open. Oh, shit. Oh, did I curse? I'm sorry. Oh, man. He's probably eating the cat food. I know it. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. I got to try to find him now. I'm dead. Hold on a minute. Don't tell. I hope she ain't home. Hold on. I see the kitty cat's probably... What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What? Get out. Get. Let's go. Get out. Go. You know you're not supposed to be up here. You know it. What are you doing? Go. Get. Oh, man. Probably chasing the cat all around the house. Oh, yeah. If Mama, she can't be home because she would have been losing it right now. What are you doing? This thing's nuts. Where are you going? All right, you got to go inside. I got to go to work. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. All right, do your stuff. Come on. Let's go. Oh, he thinks I'm chasing him. I ain't. Let's go. Come on. All right. I'll see you later. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, man. See, I get sidetracked. I can't, I'm telling you, I get sidetracked, my friends. You know, it's like, I forgot all about it. I'm over there chit-chatting with you guys, looking at sheep jumping over the fences, right? All right. This is what we did today. Last look, all right? I got these here. We did these. I got to water everything. I got to clean up everything. And what time is it, 3:30? We'll probably be on at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Sound good? All right? And we'll have some fun, I hope. All right? So I'll see you later, God willing.